everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So I thought we would try and film at my bureau desk today and see how this goes. There's some work going on outside the building, you know, where I'm having windows painted and things, so there might be a bit of noise, but yeah, so that's the only thing. But I thought I would come on today and show you the bits and pieces that I bought in London on Friday when I met up with Simon. It was so lovely to meet up with Simon. It always is, and we always have like a really good time, and it was lovely because the last time I met him in London was the very first time we ever met 6 years ago, and I can still remember it now. So it was nice, although it kind of felt a bit odd, like me meeting him off the train, whereas normally he's meeting me off the train in Nottingham. But no, it was really nice. It was lovely, and obviously, you know, we had some breakfast and lunch and things like that. We went to a lot of places and kind of overdid it a bit with the walking. I have never felt such pain in my knee before, where the pain was like shooting up my knee into my hip. And then the next day I didn't even realise that I'd got blisters, one right on the bottom of my heel and one on the side of my foot. So I've been hobbling around for a couple of days, but it's going off now, it's fine. So the first place we went actually was Atlantis bookshop. I didn't actually buy anything in Atlantis. And then we went from there to the astrology shop, which is kind of Covent Garden-ish area. And I got a few things in there. So not lots, but I saw these. I mean, look at this. This is made out of onyx, and I saw this one and I thought, oh look how cute, little bird, you know. And I think Simon thinks I'm a bit mad, I think, because I'm like, oh look at this. And then because, you know, and I put it back and I thought, oh, I can't leave it there. So and then I thought, well, he needs a little buddy. So I had to get another one, and these were really well priced. I think they were £5 each, I think, and they're like natural onyx. But I mean, look guys, they're cute, aren't they? And I thought they might look nice either on my bureau shelves, which are in front here that you can't see, or on my altar area. I might put them on there, but we'll see. But they are different. This one's kind of wider across than this one, and obviously one is lighter than the other. So maybe one could be female, one could be male. But I said to Simon, oh, I'm getting these, and he just kind of grinned. I think he thinks I'm mad. Crystal animals. But there was those, and I bought crystal skulls in this shop before, because as you can see I haven't taken the price off. It's £24, which I actually thought was a good price. I will need to clean this, because when you take these stickers off, it leaves marks on the crystal. So I normally clean them with a bit of Florida water. But he's a Labradorite skull. Now there's no actual flashes in him, but I don't know, the camera probably won't pick it up because the light's not good enough. But there's these sparkles in him, which I liked, and I thought, well, okay, he hasn't got like the big flashes and things in him, because you know, Simon said to me, oh, has he got a nice flash? I said no. He went, oh. But he has got sparkles, and he is Labradorite, and I don't have a Labradorite skull. and I liked this one in particular. There was other skulls in the cabinet, different ones. There was a bloodstone one, which was quite nice too. But this one, I thought, oh, I haven't got a labradorite, so this time let's get one. You know, he's looking like darker on camera, I think, than he actually is, but I love the little sparkles, almost like glitter, in him. So yeah, so I got him. So those were the Astrology Shop purchases. Then of course we went to Watkins, and because I spent a certain amount, you get like, I can't show you the whole thing really, but you get like a free reusable like tote bag with Watkins books on it. It's probably a little bit grubby because obviously being in London, so I got that for free. Then again, because I spent a certain amount, they said, do you want a free magazine? So I got their Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. I thought I might as well, as it's for free, have a look at it. You know, there might be some interesting articles in here, so I got that as well. I had a £10 off voucher, so I managed to get £10 off as well of my purchases. So I got the First Occult Tarot by Robert M. Place. Simon bought this a few weeks ago when he was in London with another friend, and when I saw it, I really liked the kind of, there's quite a bit of Egyptian artwork and stuff in this one, but I also wanted it because of the historical side, the fact that it's the first occult tarot deck envisioned by Louis Raphael Lucrece whatever. I'll be saying it completely wrong, but you can probably see on there what it says. Now, as you can see, this is still in the cellophane. I haven't taken it out yet, but I will do a walkthrough of the decks. I only bought this deck and one other, so it was $39.99, which is not too bad really for a indie deck. So like £40. Now the book was quite expensive really for the size of it. This was like £20, but I wanted to get it because it gives, you know, information for the cards, which I think the information will be pretty good, because especially with it being Robert M. Place. So I did pick up the book as well, and you know, this says, before Aleister Crowley, before Arthur Edward Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith, before the Golden Dawn, before Pappas, Eliphas Levi and Ataya, the first author to describe an occult version of the tarot was Louis Raphael Lucrece de Feo. Right, writing in 1781 in the 8th volume of Antoine Court de Geblin's Encyclopedia. So it says he drew correspondences between the trumps and the letters of the Hebrew alphabet. He described the minor suits in detail, and he provided the earliest discussion of a divinatory technique for the tarot. So now, for the first time, de Maillet's version for the tarot exists as a complete deck, and this book is the definitive guide. So although I paid, you know, a bit more for this, although saying that, I found that when we were in Watkins, the prices have gone up for not just decks but books as well. A lot of the books now are £20 plus. A lot of them, some are just under, but a lot of them are not. So I think just in general prices have gone up, like with everything, and books now are not cheap, even paperback ones. So yeah, so I got that, and like I say, I will do a proper walkthrough of the deck and book. And then I got, and I'd been looking actually for a bird deck. This is the Oracle of the Birds, and because I'd been looking for a bird deck, I picked it up. It's a 46 card deck and guidebook by Jeannie Ruland, illustrated by Petra Kuhn, and it's by Findhorn Press. And when I turned it over to look to see if there was pictures of the cards, one of the cards was a red kite, and I have never seen a red kite in any deck. And I said to Simon, oh my god, this deck has got a red kite in it. And he said, oh well, it's meant then, which I think so. And I do like the look of the artwork, so again I will do a separate walkthrough of this deck. This was £20, which wasn't too bad, because as we know, most decks are £20 and above now, unless you get them in a sale or something like that. So it says on the back, potent allies, power animals and spirit guides. Birds connect the physical realm with the one of spirit, leading us into the world of the immortal soul. Quick in their movements, with their ability to take flight instantly, they carry the spiritual quality of freedom. Gliding on the wings of a bird, we literally take on a superior view, gaining a wider perspective on our life. Illuminating their spiritual messages and powers, these 46 beautifully illustrated cards each share the medicine of a winged friend and a brief message about the significance of its presence. The guidebook details the deeper meaning of each bird and its magical feathers, along with an affirmation focused on its unique gifts and talents. Whether eagle, swan or phoenix, your feather guides help you find healing, growth and insight on your spiritual path. So it looks like this lady has passed away there, but we will, as I said, we'll look into this deck in a proper walkthrough so that you can see all the cards. And 46 cards is not a bad size for an oracle deck. It's pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Then I got 2 books. I've been wanting to get something about Gerald Gardner, so I managed to get, I had to ask them if they had anything on Gerald Gardner, and he said yes, we've got Witchfather, A Life of Gerald Gardner, which is volume 1, Into the Witch Cult, and this is by Philip Heselton. And when the guy went to get the this book, he said we've got the volume 2 as well, and I thought, well, I'll need to have that as well, because there's no point buying volume 1 without volume 2. So volume 1 is in really nice condition, and this one was $16.99, so that's pretty good. This one was a bit more expensive. This was $18.99, but I noticed there's a big crease in the back of it, and I thought, oh no, I hate that, you know, like when you're buying new books. But I'm not sure that this definitely was new, and there's like a black mark at the bottom, but it was more the crease in here. So when I went to purchase both books, I mentioned to the person at the checkout that there was this crease, and he very kindly took 10% off the price for me. He said, I'm happy to do that because of the crease in the back. So I was completely happy with that too. So the price was $18.99, but I got 10% off. So, you know, Watkins can be really good like that, that they will, if something's damaged or that, they will let you have it a little bit cheaper. And I also had a stamp card, so I got £10 off of my entire like purchases, so that was really good as well. So I did pretty well, I think, in Watkins, considering, you know, that I had £10 off, because I spent a certain amount. I got a free bag and a free magazine, and then 10% off this book because of the damage on the back. But I'm really looking forward to reading these. I just think it will be cool to read. This is the back of it. I won't read it all out, but I've always wanted to like read about Gerald Gardner, and of course it was him that kind of formed Wicca. And you know, it's just really interesting with his like coven in the New Forest. And I'm sure that Geraldine, who owns Atlantis Bookshop, said that there used to be a Gardner room in the basement of the shop, where he used to have meetings and stuff. And of course Aleister Crowley used to frequent Atlantis as well. So, you know, all these shops are so cool. I mean, Atlantis is over 100 years old, and so is Watkins. So it's really cool. So yeah, I am very pleased with my purchases, and as I said, I will be doing a walkthrough of the decks. As I said, it was a lovely day in London, and Simon and I were very lucky actually with the weather, because the following day it just rained all day, but on Friday it was really lovely, very warm, in fact, you know, bordering on being hot actually. I mean, it's always a couple of degrees hotter in the city anyway than it is like where I live or that. So but it was lovely. It was just towards the end where my knee was like, no, this is it. It can't walk any further. But obviously we did, because we had to get back to St Pancras, where Simon got his train and where I was getting my tube back to Uxbridge. So yeah, but it was a lovely day. It's always lovely to spend time with Simon anyway. And the next time we'll be together will be at the end of October for Samhain in Glastonbury. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, that should be really good. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed seeing these few London treasures, and I will be back soon with the walkthroughs, and I'll talk to you all then. Bye for now.